Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the bootleg. Woodard. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Looking to throw. Woodard. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. That time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 71 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Palmer going in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect.
The big fella! Into space at the 45. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Myers in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Woodard. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. T.J. Edwards drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. In motion right, that's Hyatt. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up. Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On 1st and 10, Woodard. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 7. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Good footwork at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 12. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third down and 10. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Back to the air on second down. Woodard, a short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's got room past the 30. Wiggles free. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got it, reeling it in on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Woodard. He finds Mayer here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Woodard. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away. And the Raiders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Returning it, Johnson. Now here's Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Woodard. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back to throw. Woodard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Woodard. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the Bears down by 10. A minute 46 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Pitts. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. That's caught by Palmer. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about